Alright, it's been a minute since I did a video because I can't stand being on camera. I'm gonna go over sponsorships because they don't really exist anymore. You now have brand ambassadors or spokespeople or influencers. I love that term because they're the most influenced people themselves. Anyway, so. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I've grown my company to a point that I want to do all direct sales to keep the product good and not have to water it down to make margins. So I've been trying to figure out a way to get the best brand ambassadors. So at the end of this, if you feel like you have some form of social media pull, pretty much anybody over 5,000 followers, I'm going to be setting up a brand ambassador program. So this is basically for the people, this video, that have more of a following, say 50,000 plus, who think they deserve the world and they don't. I have another account that has 70,000 followers and I don't think that account's really worth anything. So having said that, in today's world, if you're looking for a contract or you are looking for a sponsorship or you are looking for someone to pay basically your competition expenses and you're not one of those fucking retards who's using a GoFundMe account to fund your hobby. By the way, you people look horrendous, okay? Like, go suck dick on a corner or something, seriously. Because, a GoFundMe is for people who have, catastrophic events happen in their life. Their house burned down, cancer, stuff like that. Not so you can get a new set of heels so you can go on stage. Maybe this isn't the sport for you, okay? So if you're one of those people, don't even, probably just unfollow me completely, because I have no respect for you. Anyway, so having said that, sponsorship contracts don't exist the way they used to anymore. And if you are looking for a company to pay your bills, so to speak, or get something out of it, the best you can really hope for is a commission. If you can actually pull off a monthly stipend, cool for you. Odds are you're the elite of the elite at this point. And that's basically it. So if you're trying to get that, if you are one of those people, so you have 50,000 followers and you're a top 5 Bikini Olympia competitor, let's say, the best thing to do is not be like, hey, I'm looking for sponsorship in a DM, is to put together a professional resume like you would any other job and list your accomplishments and what you're good at. And, if you know products, which you should know if you're going for a sponsorship contract, explain that, you have a vast supplement knowledge or something. A lot of these people are taking products, they have absolutely no idea what they do. They're like, oh, it's a fat burner, it burns fat. Okay, why? So, what are you bringing to the table? Because you're nothing to the company. You're replaceable, and, we're all replaceable. I've been replaced. Everybody else has been replaced. Phil Heath got replaced numerous times. Why? Because he brings nothing to the table in an Olympia title. The guy's absolutely worthless as a human being. So, remember, you need to conduct yourself in a professional manner. I know that sounds hypocritical coming from me, but guess what? I'm the boss of my own company, so I get pretty much carte blanche to do whatever the hell I want. And so that part is whatever, but it is a bit hypocritical, and you should act a certain way. Now, I'm not saying any of the ambassadors that I hire, I care how you act, to be perfectly honest. If you do something that offends, say, half my customer base, yeah, I would drop you. But other than that, I love people to be them. I like real. I like people who aren't afraid to be outspoken. I like to voice their opinion. But also at the same time, you need to not be narrow-minded. You need to be able to see the viewpoints of other people and understand at least where they're coming from. You might not necessarily agree, but at least understand that the person had the balls to stand up for what they believe in, or, that they really care about their what they have a vested interest in. So, basically, to bring it back to the whole thing, if you're reaching out to these companies, again, 50,000 plus, you want to really put together a professional resume. Place this well at this show, place this well, have so many different platforms. Say you have IG, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, how many followers do you have, how many posts a week do you make, what kind of interactions do you have. That should be the resume that you're putting together for those companies to get something. because nobody cares how pretty you are at this point. It's about likes and movement and turns. It's all a metric system or an algorithm for other people who don't know what that is. So it doesn't matter how pretty you are or how many surgeries you had or any of that stuff. Now, the people who have less followers, say 5,000, you know, writing a nice note to somebody, and I call it a note. It's basically a one-page paper, so to speak, or email, explaining who you are, why you believe in the company, or why you believe in the product. Not, hey, yo, sponsor me. I'm going to be the next big thing. Like, you know how many 19-year-old kids out there think they're the next big thing? And honestly, none of you people are impressive. I've seen your builds. I'm not saying you don't offer something, but none of you are probably going anywhere. You guys lack the work ethic. I have not seen people with their hand out this much in my entire life, except for maybe like Tent City in California. Like, it's ridiculous how bad the millennial generation is with their hand out. And there's just no... you guys have no remorse with it. Like, you're not... It's ridiculous. I would be embarrassed to be asking for help from people like that. You know, I mean, it's bad enough when you have to submit a resume and you have to go for 3 interviews and basically ask for the job. But I mean, you people don't even care about that part. You don't want to work. You just ask for money or ask for a sponsorship, and you don't offer anything in return. So to come back to this, if you really want a sponsorship with a certain company and you really want, you know, say free product. Maybe it's just free product. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's an affiliation. Maybe it's to go work at Expo. Some people, that's what they want. You know, put together a good presentation for yourself. Even if it's some of the best things I've seen people put together like a teaser video for themselves on YouTube and hand out just a card with the name on it for the YouTube. The only problem with that, though, is then you have the barrier to people actually holding the card and then going back and actually watching the video. I personally like email the best. Person's gonna open it. When it comes to asking for a sponsorship, you're better off putting the body or the resume, so to speak, in the body of the email. So that way, whoever the person is reads it immediately. When there's the attachments, sometimes from people you don't know, it gets deleted. Nothing personal, and I just know that's how it is because there's too many viruses nowadays. And if people doesn't recognize an email, you know, I'm not gonna open an email from, like, you know, Big Dick Biceps 21, you know, and try to decipher what the hell this guy's gonna tell me. Odds are I'm not gonna want to read it. He's gonna be like, yo, bro, I'm the next big thing. I got 19-inch arms, man, and I got 3rd at the last local show. Like, congrats, man. Like, I know my history competition resume, and I don't think I'm worth shit when it comes to that stuff. And I shit on 99% of the emails that I get. So check the ego at the door, man. Like, realize who you are, realize the value that the company brings to you or you can bring to the company. And egos don't go very far in this industry. Yeah, you might be, you burn, the star that burns the brightest burns out the fastest kind of thing. So, you know, you want to put it together. I'm sorry I'm rambling because, of course, I'm using my pre-workout and it's the only time I have energy to do these stupid videos. Put together a whole presentation. You can enclose pictures if you're in shape. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to enclose all-season photos too, so people know what they're getting into. Do not enclose photoshopped photos, like, only. Make sure you enclose like a regular headshot. Make sure you enclose an all-season photo, maybe a contest photo. You can enclose modeling photos that you put on, say, a calendar, which nobody does anymore. But you want to show the person who you really are. I can't tell you how many times when I worked for Gaspari Nutrition that we would hire a girl sight unseen, and they would show up to the expo, and you were just like, damn, like, no. You know, I doubt they're watching this, but Greg and Joe Vogie and Dan Pierce, if you guys happen to see this video, you got the Brazilian who put the tequila in the super pump. And that was one of those girls that we should just never have hired. I mean, she had a face like a gremlin. Yeah, she was pretty horrible. So anyway, wrap this video up. Remember, you're presenting yourself. You want to put your best self forward. You want to have a sequence of events, possibly in the sense of shows that you've done or publications that you've been in or YouTube channel things that you've been in or collaborations that you've had with other influencers. Placings always help. They're not. It doesn't really matter if you've placed third at like 7 local shows. That's not going to get you anywhere because it's just too small of a thing. Top 5 nationals, different story. But what do you bring to the company? Because if you're not bringing anything to the company, there's no reason to hire you. I mean, there are people who may not have a huge social media following. I meet a lot of people who have maybe 500 to 1,500 followers, and they know products backwards and frontwards. And those are the people that I'm personally looking for as influencers. So if you're somebody who has, even I'll go as low as 1,500. If you have as low as 1,500 followers and you know products, like you know what ingredients are, you know what they do, hit me up. Anybody who's interested in becoming an influencer, a athlete, any of those things. I don't have the cash flow right now to be sponsoring anyone, but I will gladly give a nice commission code to anyone, and also you get a very discounted rate on anything that you want to buy past whatever I decide to give you for free. You just email me at cn@corporealnutrition.com, and that's cn@corporeal, CORPOREAL nutrition, hopefully you guys all know how to spell that, .com. All right, and I don't know, I feel like I rambled a lot, but I mean, seriously though, sponsorships, if you're really looking for one, conduct yourself properly. And it's about what you can do for the company, not what the company can do for you. So, if your name is like King Shit 24, like, no, don't sign up with a new email or something, and don't fucking use that email. All right, later. Oh, fuck, totally forgot too. I'm doing a buy 2, get 1 free on everything on my website till the end of the month. So if you like my stuff, which I know a lot of you do, fucking there you go. Buy 2 of anything literally, and you get 1 free. So you want to buy 2 Mental Edge, you get another Mental Edge free. You want to buy a Precision, a Mental Edge, and a digestive enzyme, you're going to get a digestive enzyme free. So they're all there. No code necessary. It's right in the cart. Put 3 items in the cart, and you only have to pay for 2. Got it? Thanks. Late.